Me and my friend decided to play 99 Nights in a Forest, a Roblox game where you have to survive multiple days and nights. It's a very simple survival game where you just have to gather wood, gather food, and survive through the night and through the day. Me and my friend really got addicted to this game, and this is actually the first time that we reached day 100 in this game. So this is the first time that we actually tried recording our gameplay. And here we decided to take on a new challenge. There's a function in the game where you can raid an alien mothership, and in that alien mothership, we can gather better materials and better weapons. And we believe that in this situation, we were fully prepared to do so. We had this awesome, super mega, ultra epic, cool awesomeness laser sword, a flashlight, an axe, rifles, guns, spears, revolvers, soup, stew, sustenance to ensure that we were fully prepared to take on this challenge. However, before we proceeded, we were encountered by a dilemma. We were being attacked by a group of cultists later this night. The only problem was, I didn't have any more ammunition, meaning I'm only able to use melee weapons, meaning only Luna Witch can use guns. However, we came up with a compromise. Luna Witch will cover me from the back, shooting the enemies from behind, while I use my heroic skills to attack them in front using this awesome super mega ultra epic laser sword. Night struck, and a mysterious group approached our camp. We were preparing for battle. A battle that even Napoleon himself would deem worthy, or something, I don't know. We waited for the enemy to attack, until Luna Witch spotted one of them. She quickly shot them with her laser gun, and I waited a couple of times before I decided to strike. We were waiting for the others, and there, another enemy spotted. It was the perfect plan. Luna Witch would minimize their health while I strike with the fear of our... I don't know. Is it obvious that I'm just improvising all of this as I go on? We were victorious. Well, sort of. We just had to finish them off by the morning time. And just like that, we emerged victorious. We collect the cultist gem and decide to clean up the mess. We leave no evidence behind. Now, the corpses of these cultists can actually be used as fuel for our campfire. So, you know, that's one way to get rid of the bodies, I guess. Now, with the mission completed, we can now continue with our main mission. To infiltrate the mothership of the alien spaceship thing and gather even stronger gear. As we approach the crash-landed UFO, we can actually use one of its teleporters to teleport to the main mothership, which is this thingy right here. Now in the mothership, it's apparently in outer space or something, we fight multiple aliens in here, so we have to be very, very careful. We fight, and I'm already half my health. And I got stuck in a face scanning. Of course, I was not valid, so we needed to use the corpse of this alien elite thing guy to be able to open the gate. Into the next room. And there were multiple aliens again. As Luna Witch was the only one with the space gun, I stood by, patiently, waiting for the chance to strike. And there was my chance. And I was one hit, one kill. I was very, very low, so I hid in the corner like a coward. At this point, I fully relied on Luna Witch here to save me from these evil alien dudes. So I pretty much got her back. It wasn't because I was scared, it was because I was worried someone would attack her back. Yeah. We were off. I collect these alien body corpses, as it can be used as fuel for our campfire. More enemies, more aliens to fight. See, I have her back. At the end of this mothership, there was supposedly an alien chest where we can gather even OP'er or even stronger weapons. We were supposed to use this alien elite to open the doors, as they were the only people that have access, well, not people, only creatures that had access to open the gates in the mothership apparently. And once again, I have Luna Witch's back, way back here, just in case an enemy would appear way back here. I used my bandage to heal myself and was ready to protect her from slightly in front. As we approach further and further into the days, we were now in day 118 and we were still in the mothership. We had to be very careful in this section because there are aliens shooting us from the sides. Luckily, we had guns of our own. Well, Luna Witch does. As you can clearly see, I'm like the Matrix guy here. They can't even hit me. Once we made sure that it was safe, I suppose. Well, not yet. There. Once we made sure that it was safe, we proceeded into the next room. I, of course, as the leader of the group, came first. Just making sure there's no enemies. We once again need the alien elite to open the door. I made Luna Witch do that because, what if there were enemies inside the door? Well, she was the only one with the gun, so. And there it was, the chest, and along with other loot for this marvelous adventure that we had. I had lots of fun. Luna Witch reminded me to, not barge in aimlessly. We scout if there was any enemies inside. When it seemed safe, that's when they appeared again. We fight. See? I'm helping. It was a marvelous battle. A battle worthy of a story. Oh, they're not dead yet. I helped. See? I killed 2 of them. Finally, we emerged victorious. I collect the corpse, and apparently there's still more enemies, I think. Oh, yep. It was my time to help her. She needed help. And like a hero, I did it. We finally emerged victorious, I think. Nope, not yet. We finally emerged victorious. I think. Yeah, we finally emerged victorious. It's time for the moment of truth. Gather all the loot and the useful thingamajigs that we can collect and finally open up this chest. Now in this chest we can collect either weapons or gear with advanced technology from the aliens, and look, we can see Earth. So here it is. I was able to get my own ray gun, and Luna Witch got a cyber suit thing. We finally emerged victorious. All that was left to do now is return back home. Safe home. Knowing that we did an amazing job. A great job. A truly commendable job. Yes, we were truly victorious. And what the hell? I don't know what happened either. Well, apparently the reindeer that follows us around at night, that's afraid of light, can go to outer space when it's nighttime on Earth. Like, come on, it didn't even make any sense, and I was in the middle of my celebration dance. But anyway, I sat here dead, but thankfully Luna Witch made it out alive. So all that was left to do now was for her to come back home, and for her to come back and rescue me. So I'll just wait here until she regains full recovery and comes back with a bandage and revive me from the dead. As I lay here in a pile of the corpses of my enemies, another conflict has arose. On day 124th, we were warned. Enemies will attack our campfire, meaning Luna Witch will have to defend our camp base while I was there. She would have to defend it all alone. I was only able to watch her from our map, seeing as she would desperately try to keep our campfire alive while also preparing to battle, while also preparing to rescue me from the mothership. I can only imagine the pain and pressure that she experienced at this time of night. I also realized that the campfire was, for some reason, above me, which doesn't make any sense because we were in outer space. It would make much more sense if it was below, but I guess that's how the creators made the map. So just something I wanted to point out. A lot of inconsistencies here. It has started to rain and thunder, and for some reason it was also raining and thundering in outer space. Again, a lot of inconsistencies. I can see Luna Witch preparing in the campfire, while I, for some reason, am directly above the campfire as seen in the map. We can start to see the pressure Luna Witch is experiencing as of this moment. As I try to reassure her to take her time and not let the pressure get to her, we were warned. The enemy will attack tonight. Although there wasn't even a doubt in my mind that Luna Witch was perfectly capable of protecting herself and our base, I wanted to ask just in case, in order to not be rude of course. She then however informed me that the fire is about to be put out, because of the rain perhaps, and the lack of fuel. This is another conflict that Luna Witch will have to face, without me. Nighttime came, and so did the enemies. A mysterious group make its way towards our campfire. And there we can see the cultists approaching our campfire. All I can do is hope that Luna Witch will be capable of protecting herself and our base without me. Although, like I said before, I was fully confident that she will be able to do so without me. I mean, let's be real, she was much better at combat than I was. Come on. During her battle, I decided to give her some words of encouragement like, "Kaya mo yan," and "Believe in yourself," and "You the man." Wait, there's more. They tremble in fear in the mere sight of you. Truly inspirational stuff. Morning came and apparently some of the cultists are still alive near the campfire, meaning that Luna Witch has yet to achieve victory in the battle. Although I was still very sure that she will come out victorious in the battle. As I pondered the well-being of my partner, I checked the map to see where she was, and as I see it, she was on her way to the mothership. She even stopped midway to message me. Papunta na siya. And she was off to the rescue mission of the lifetime, all the way to the mothership, the ship where we once raided, and she almost went the wrong way going forward. Like she has to go down. There, she finally, I think she realized that point. All I had to do now was wait for her to rescue me. Anticipation grew in my heart. And there it is, my savior, my hero. After so many days of being here, I guess, I was finally about to be saved. My hero. Yes! We emerge victorious! The celebration, the jump. And now to gather all of the corpses of my dead enemies that served as my bed for the last couple days. All that was left to do now was to return home safely. And there, I was finally able to see, breathe in the fresh air. I have missed my home planet. Immediately we were chased by alpha wolves, but it was okay. Finally, I have returned home, and our base was looking fantastic. I mean, it could use some improvements, but it was looking fantastic. I needed sustenance, I needed food I have not eaten for days, mostly because I was dead for days. And this is actually the world record, the record that we have set, 136 days in the night in the forest. This is the first time we've reached this longest days in this game. So yeah, big happy moment for us. I have now unpacked all of the findings that I have collected, and that was the only findings that I found. But now we've reached another dilemma. We were running out of fuel for our campfire, so we need to build the oil drill right now. We set to gather materials and prepare for the building thing. As I look around in the base, I noticed that there were a couple of the cultists' corpses scattered around like it was nothing. It appears that Luna Witch has yet to clean up the mess that she have made. the last battle. It was now the next day, and because of our multipliers, we were now in day 142. We were set off to see how long we could survive. We were informed that another battle will be happening tonight, as well as the deer being extra hungry tonight. I've scattered around the world looking for materials, scraps, wood, possible fuel that we could use, as we so desperately need it. We cannot lose our fire. It is the key to our survival. I have been chased by wolves, saw many things that are useful, even this amazing chest that I tried to open here. And I also found a cake, which if we eat, oh yeah, hey diamond, if we eat the cake, it'll actually make me fart. Awesome. Now, I was trying to look for more materials into these sheds, possibly anything that could be useful to us, and I found a map, or a trap. And there, I was in the brink of death. I had to escape immediately, otherwise, I would have been dead. And another embarrassment to be rescued by Luna Witch again. We don't want that. I hurry back to the base. Night came and the enemies has arrived. It was the perfect opportunity for me to try out my new ray gun. And I did so magnificently. I need to work on my aim, but still, it was pretty good. It was really good. Like I was hitting them, I was killing them. It was a marvelous battle. Until I realized that I can actually lose energy from this and I have to wait for it to charge up. It was a marvelous battle. Me and Luna Witch fighting side by side to protect each other and the base. It was the key to our survival. And we have also successfully built the oil thing. We are desperately trying to kill the enemies. I decided that this was the better way. And it was working. We emerged victorious, I think. What followed were days of us trying to survive, trying to improve our base's defense, building walls out of trees, and gathering food for each other. The goal was to survive for the longest possible way. It took a lot of teamwork, a lot of gathering, a lot of fighting, a lot of adventures, but it was all worth it. We were now almost in our 150th day, just gathering food, gathering fuel, and gathering everything that we can get to survive longer in the night. See, in the game, you're actually supposed to rescue 4 missing children in the forest, and we've already successfully done so. All that we really have to do now is just survive, collect wood, collect food, collect everything that could be useful for us to survive longer. And we have finally reached day 154th. It was time to explore, look around the map, find anything that could be useful. Anything at all, chests, weapons, gear, food. I have found another thing that over here, and it has reached that apparently our campfire was gone. Our fine campfire has gone out. We were no longer safe. But I found this awesome chest in hopes that there was something very useful that we could use, and it was a defense blueprint. I had to scurry on back to the base and try to go back. Unfortunately though, our efforts were meaningless because eventually we did die and lose this world. I lost to a raid, and Luna Witch died to a bear. This is her screenshot. I didn't record this part, but we survived up to 196 nights. As for our second attempt, this is our second game, and in this one we survived up to 28 days before I started recording. It was a much better base, it was much more organized, much more cleaner, and we have much better gear. A lot of bandages, a lot of stuff, stews, a lot of food, you know, typical stuff. We were surviving. Also had really good gear. I was even designing the place with furniture to make it look spiffy and clean. Yeah, life was good, life was going great, really good stuff. And as for the gear and weapons in this run, it was actually really good. I have this laser cannon from the alien thing, which is really powerful. Like, we were really lucky to have this. Revolvers, 2 for guns, rifles, you know, typical gun stuff. We were really prepared. Flashlights, stews, bandages for healing and in case one of us dies. Good stuff. We were really prepared, and really early on too. It was only day 128. We weren't even nearly as close to day 100. And usually this would take us day 100 more to even fully back up the base. So it was really good progress. We were improving on the game. In this game, however, we have yet to rescue all of the missing children. So in this one, I decide to rescue the next kid. We have two more children to rescue, the third kid, which is guarded by a bunch of bears. So I was finding the way where I can find it, which will be in a cave where it's set for me to rescue. And there it is. I set off to fight the bear things, the ones with the collar. And bears in this game is actually really tough, so I use my rifle and switch from rifles to ray gun in hopes to be able to defeat it from a distance. And one has fallen. Only one more to defeat. And there it was. I used my laser cannon for this one. Unfortunately, due to the toughness of the bear, it was not enough to defeat it, and it was rushing me. I kind of panicked a bit and I tried to scurry on over. I was gonna die. I decided to climb up in order for it to not reach me, but unfortunately, it still reached me. So once again, I had to rely on Luna Witch to rescue me and save the day. I of course apologize for the inconvenience. And now we were back to the waiting game. The game where we wait to be rescued because of our poor judgment and poor decisions and poor bear killing thing. As I wait for Luna Witch to arrive at my location of where my murder has happened, I grow more and more excited. However, the night is to come, so we have no choice but to take refuge in this treehouse once she rescues me. Luna Witch has arrived, and thankfully so. She uses one of the bandages to heal me and revive me from the dead. Now we have to get back to the treehouse as nighttime has arrived and we were too far away to the camp to be able to return in time. I took a peek to see if I can kill the bear before I return, before nighttime, but I realized that there was not enough time, so we just go on back to the treehouse so it's safe. And then, yeah, there we go. See, every night it's actually not safe to get out of the campfire because there's a deranged reindeer that attacks you. But it's afraid of light, that's why it's good to have a flashlight or be near the campfire. However, it is unable to climb up anywhere elevated, meaning we were safe above this treehouse. And yeah, we were just waiting to wait it out. The reindeer is actually over there and can't reach us. And for some reason, wolves were spawning above. I decided to thank my savior because I realized I haven't thanked her yet. And decided to look around in this treehouse. Turns out I already raided it, because the chest was already open. But yeah, we just bonded through the night, waiting for it to be morning so we could escape. Hopefully try to save the third kid. Very something dialogue. We have spent the night in the treehouse planning what we were going to do in the future, like what we were going to do once we have the child. Morning time has arrived. It is time to rescue the child. I scurry on back to get my cannon, ray gun, and attack the final bear. Grab my rifle, shoot it in the head. While I was waiting for the gun to reload, the final shot. And we have received the key. I of course do not like to waste food, so I gather the meat and get the yellow key. So we actually have to use the yellow key to open this gate thing here. And we were informed that we were going to be attacked again tonight. I gather all the food, and I actually need to leave one of my spaces in the goods sack open, so I'm able to put the kid in the sack, kind of like kidnapping, but in a good way, because we were rescuing the kid. Here is the third kid, scared and alone, traumatized. I put him in my sack and I noticed that there was a good chest, so I tried to open it. However, something unforeseen happened. There was nothing inside. Confusion was in my face. What was going on? What is happening? What's happening? Until there, tragedy has struck us. We were disconnected from the server. As we so desperately tried to reconnect, It was not allowing us. And there it is, the tragedy. We were set back in the lobby, meaning all of our progress was gone. We met up in our lobby to express our frustrations. Nawala. Balit. Sayang. Di natin kasalanan yon. Ha ha ha. Kainis. Ha ha ha. We decided to play one more game because napakasayang ng last game. It wasn't even our fault, like come on. How do we even lose connection? That was the first time that ever happened to us. But yeah, this is our third game. I, by the way, have the lumberjack class, so that means I am tasked to get all the wood because I have higher chance of getting more wood as I chop down trees. I also start off with a good axe, so it's a pretty good class. So yeah, now you'll be able to see the beginning of the game on how we build our base. We start off by collecting wood, putting it in the campfire to make our fire bigger, which then extends the map, meaning we can explore more terrain. We gather the saplings from the trees because we actually get those to plant the trees around the base, so we have an extra layer of protection. We open chests, get a bunch of scraps, get anything that we could find useful. We found a lot of things, scraps. We look around houses, gather everything that we could use, and yeah, I already have the good sack, so I don't need it. Blah 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 blah. I gave it to my friend, blah, 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 blah. So actually, in the first night, we're safe because the reindeer doesn't actually attack us, which is pretty common knowledge nowadays if you play this game multiple times. Going around, looking for stuff, I found a flashlight, all the good stuff. We'll record again once we catch up from the last game. Alright, we are now in day 22 and it's looking really really good. Already looking better than our last 100 game. Pretty similar to our last game. We rescued 2 of the missing children, got decent gear. Unfortunately, I don't have the laser cannon, which was, the best that I've got last game. I got a good flashlight, rifles, the laser sword, spears, revolver, bandages, and a bunch of stews. And as well as some extra blueprint of the shells because I overdid it. But I'll just I'll just place them here. So yeah, back to before, we planned on rescuing the 3rd kid. As that's where we left off on the last game. So up-de-doo, let's get to it, let's go. Before we do so though, we're actually gonna be attacked again by the occultist by tonight. So we decide to, stay and rescue the kid the next day. So just gathering all this bunch of stuff. It's now nighttime and we are now going to be attacked. But we were already pros at this game, so we were not worried at all. I have good stuff. And Luna Witch is approaching the base now as it is now nighttime and we are now preparing for the raid. The deer actually watch us fight every time there's a raid. And there it is, the first opponent. I missed my first shot and he does not miss his. As usual, I'm much better at melee than ranger, so again, the magnificent duo has returned. We actually have a laser fence there, so it's good for defense. See, they're losing health just by standing there like a bunch of idiots in a trap. I shoot them, we hit, we kill. Amazing, magnificent duo. There was one more. And now, we have emerged victorious. They were no match for us. Now we're off to save the 3rd child. I've embarked on the journey preparing how I'm going to attack these bears, maybe from the back, or in front, or above. I've arrived and, for some reason, the bears were already dead. So, confused at first, but I gathered the food. And, surprise, surprise, apparently she has already survived the child. Without my knowledge, mind you. Which is good, she saved me the trouble. Just, kind of wanted to do it. But I am able to open the chest here because, we get separate chests per point of view. I open it and, to my surprise, I have received the strong axe. I was blessed. So it wasn't that all bad. Unfortunately though, nighttime was about to come, so we will have to take refuge near the tree site, the camp tree, the tree house. What am I saying? We have to take refuge in the tree house once again. I was being chased by a alpha wolf, but for some reason it didn't attack me. I climbed up the wrong way, so I realized I have to turn around, and it was still not attacking me. I got a bit of trouble, but eventually I was able to successfully climb up the treehouse, and we were once again going to be bonding in the treehouse at night. Well, this is nice. So we just talked the night out, discussing how she beat me to the last child, and the last child is now currently in our sack. While for some reason wolves spawned inside the treehouse, and I of course saved her, as you can see. So yeah, I decided to show off my findings. I got the good axe and stuff like that. A bit of a flex because I can, but I make sure to still have my humility. And we also just looking around the thing. Apparently there's ammo there, so of course I took it. Yeah, just normal stuff. Not much to do. Just waiting for the night to end. Laughing the night away. I also have the strong flashlight, if I haven't mentioned that yet. And, there we go, it's now morning time. It's now time to return back to the base. It's now day... What day is it? Sometimes it's kind of slow. Day 30. So if you actually have a bed and you've rescued some of the children, it actually multiplies into multiple days. So it's not just day 1, day 2, day 3. That's why we save children. Not because we care about them, but because they're useful. Successfully returned to the base and successfully rescued the 3rd child. Now all that was left to do was to save the 4th child, which is over here, the koala kid, which will be in that direction. And we also need to improve the base, surround it by wood, get the oil stuff, just continue getting stronger and stronger. Expand the base, also fully level up the campfire because it's still level 5. Just your basic stuff, just basic things that we have to do. It was already going really, really good. Noticed that we were progressing really, really quickly compared to the first few times we played this game. We usually can't get past level day 25, and now we're day 30 and we were already very, very overpowered. You can see an evolution of how we improve on a game, so to say. I was also very happy because now I have the strong axe. Now with the strong axe I can actually use it to chop down these giant trees. It does take some time though. However, I am losing time because it's almost nighttime and the deer is extra hungry, so I was hoping to be able to chop this tree down before nighttime, but it's only 2 seconds left. I was kind of panicking, and I didn't have enough time, so I scurried around my ass back into the base because I did not want to deal with an extra hungry reindeer and risk losing all of my stuff. It's not because I'm a coward, it's just because I'm smart, okay? So yeah, I just decided to take a couple of carrots, make a bunch of stews, and some stuff. Finally, it's almost morning time. That means it's time to chop this tree once again. And it's actually really good because it drops a lot of wood and saplings. So now I not only have 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9, not 10, 11, but 12 logs and 4 saplings. Was that 4? Yes, 4. So it's really, really good. That or I don't know how to count. Eventually, we've collected enough materials to be able to make the oil drill, which is actually really, really useful. That means because it gives us infinite oil and fuel for our campfire. So I'm just going to place it somewhere in front of this, which apparently we're also going to be attacked by another group of cultists tonight. But I hurry up and place this oil right like this. So every time it will spew out the oil, it automatically comes in our campfire. It's just playing smart, not playing hard. But anyway, we're preparing for battle once again, which is pretty easy at this point. Shouldn't really be called battle anymore. It's more like a trial or like a mini challenge. So yeah, we were just teaming up once again, fighting these cultists. The magnificent duo being the magnificent duo as always. The magnificent duo being the magnificent duo as always. That's kind of a tongue twister. I don't know why I suffer myself or I torture myself saying these words when I can just choose easier words to say. Whatever, you know. I like it. It's me. So yeah, the next couple of days was just spent trying to be stronger, trying to make the base stronger and safer by collecting more wood and putting in the saplings around the base as an extra means of shield and protection from the enemies every time there will be a cultist that will be attacking us. The usual. I'm sure everyone does it. Also gathering food to use. We always need food, always collecting wood. These sort of stuff. And yeah, we actually almost got attacked by the thing there. Yeah, this is just going to be a time lapse. Not much happened these couple of days, and we didn't really do much. We just collected stuff, and stuff. Day 145 has returned or has arrived. I don't know why I said returned. I think I'm lacking sleep, but yeah, it's just a time lapse. I don't really have to say anything here. I just have to say something so the video is not boring. So anyway, what are you guys doing? How have you guys been? I've been playing Roblox and stuff. Yeah, just fun stuff. Really fun stuff. And it's actually a really addicting game. Oh hey, look, it tried to attack us again. It's really afraid of light. It's kind of a coward. Eventually, through the help of teamwork, we finally got the campfire to be fully upgraded, meaning the map is now fully extended, meaning we can finally save the final kid, which is the koala kid. And this is the beginning of something beautiful. We're getting excited again. We were already doing really good, and not even halfway through day 99 or day 100. It's good stuff. It's some exciting, really exciting stuff. Though it's some stuff that makes us really giddy. Hell yeah. Hey, look, I got awarded 2 diamonds. Anyway, the morning has struck. It is now time to rescue the final kid, which is somewhere far over there. It is now day multiplied by 5, day 50. Really good. And we were informed that we were going to be attacked again tonight, blah 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 blah, usual stuff. We journeyed all the way to save the final kid, and unfortunate mishaps happened. I got struck by a trap and we were being attacked by multiple wolves, alpha wolves to be exact. We tried to battle them. We tried to fight them back. We tried to fight them with our weapons, but there were just too many. We were being attacked, especially Luna Wish. Damn, she's even being chased by a bear. But it's just kind of annoying. Tried our best to fight him off. We were running out of ammo. They were just too strong. I was about to die. I used my bandage to heal myself, hoping that my partner is okay, as I tried to save her as well. Yeah, unfortunately, Luna Witch has died. I tried to save her, but I don't know what happened here. I tried to get her, but we just died. It was just kind of sad. It's my fault. Yeah. Well, that was really unfortunate. We were obviously very sad and upset. But we were tired for the day. Perhaps we try again in another game where we might succeed. Eventually we will succeed. Who knows?